This is wild. One NHL Insider has linked Anaheim Ducks star Mason McTavish to the Calgary Flames, and a trade is more likely than many people think. Fans and media alike have been urging General Manager Craig Conroy to make a move, and this one has some real legs to it. Would McTavish look good in red, yellow, and white? We're going to get into all that more in this video, but first I want to welcome you to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here and you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around your Calgary Flames. We would love to welcome you to the Flames Digest family, and it's a name that's been circulating quite around a bit. It is McTavish. No, it's not the man who ripped the tongue out of Harvey the Hound back in the day. It is Mason McTavish, the old Captain Canada for the World Juniors back in the day. But of course, his name in, I guess, the Ducks media and their fan base, if they really have one, has had, McTavish rumors swirling around lately, and a lot of Flames fans for genuinely months now have been saying, let's go after the guy. And it has now been reported by Mr. David Pagnotta that there's a rumor that McTavish has been linked to the Sabres, the Habs, the Flames, and Flyers. But essentially what the rumor actually is that the McTavish rumor, heating up the Ducks for it, has been linked to this. It's the exact same caption as it was before. But this did come originally from David Pagnotta, who was saying that, if McTavish is to really hit the market, these are the teams that would be involved. And it's funny because we often see the same kind of teams linked with us. It's kind of those younger teams that need a young center sort of thing. And of course, McTavish is exactly that. But there was actually a really good article revolving around essentially this entire rumor written quite a while ago now. But it comes from Adrian Kiss. I believe this is from Flames Nation. So he writes, should the Flames look to acquire Mason McTavish this off season? And as you can see, a lot of people are talking about 230 comments there. Won't show you the whole article. Feel free to go read it, but it's really, really good. So it's clear that if the Calgary Flames want to become a better team, they need more talent down the middle. We've been saying that for a long time. Steps have already been taken to address that, beginning with the acquisition of Morgan Frost this past season and continuing with a center-heavy draft class that includes Cole Reshny, Colin Potter, and Theo Stock-Salius. So obviously it's something that has been on the Flames' radar for a while. Now, while the prospects are exciting, they're not in a position to provide immediate help. Reshny and Potter will play in the NCAA next season, and Stock-Salius isn't quite ready to make the jump to the pros. With a weak free agent market, if the Flames hope to improve this coming season, it will likely have to happen via trade. A lot of people are still saying there's other ways. They're still saying offer sheet. It was supposed to be the summer of offer sheets. Look what happened there. But either way, trade, definitely the way to go. For GM Craig Conroy, the blueprint has been clear. Acquire young, skilled players with size, and most importantly, players who want to be in Calgary. Among the rumored targets, a couple fits that mold. Marco Rossi has been on the radar for some time, but a new name has entered the conversation in recent weeks, Mason McTavish. The Anaheim Ducks forward is a 22-year-old left shot center heading into his fourth full NHL season. McTavish being available on the trade market might be a surprise considering his age and the fact he's already proven himself at the NHL level, but it's believed he may be unhappy with the direction Anaheim is going. It is interesting. Their rebuild seems to be taking a little bit longer. They take these weird leaps during the draft, and it is true. Some people are kind of unhappy. A lot of people thought they were going to build around Zegras. Look where he ended up. Sort of the same thing going on here with McTavish. Maybe he doesn't want to be around. So Anaheim traded Jamie Drysdale last season, recently moved Trevor Zegras, and now added Mikael Granlund on a 3-year deal. Their first-round pick, Roger McQueen, is also expected to play a significant role soon. With so many pieces in flux, McTavish's role may soon begin to be reduced, and that could open the door for the need of a fresh start elsewhere as he looks to fulfill a larger role. Obviously, Kadri is our 1C, but McTavish could easily slot in at 2C and work his way up. So it just really is an option here. So what's the Flames' current situation at center? As it stands, Calgary's depth down the middle includes Kadri, Frost, Backlund, and Kirkland. While Connor Zary and Sharangovich are listed as centers, they've primarily been deployed on the wing, so we'll leave them out for now. And I think that's very fair. Kind of the direction the Flames are going, I don't think it includes Zary or Sharkey at center. Might not even include Zary at all. But either way, that quartet is solid, but likely not strong enough to power a deep playoff run. Backlund, 36 years old, is aging and entering the final year of his contract. As a beloved veteran, the odds of him remaining in Calgary long-term aren't great. Kadri has publicly stated he wants to stay, but his name continues to surface in trade rumors, and it's unclear how long he'll remain a Flame. Frost has 2 years to show what he's capable of after signing an extension recently, and there's hope Kirkland can return to the form he showed in a brief stint with the team before a season-ending knee injury. But at the end of the day, we all love Kirkland. He's just a fourth-line center when it comes down to it. So, let's talk about the fit then for McTavish. Adding a player like McTavish could make a major difference for the Flames. He'd immediately step into the top six and log significant minutes at even strength on the power play and likely the penalty kill as well. He'd never be off the ice 60 minutes a game. His arrival would give head coach Ryan Huska plenty of lineup options, as Huska likes. McTavish could center a line with Huberdeau and Zary, or play between Coronato and one of Farabee or Sharkey. There's a lot of options. McTavish excels at doing the dirty work, battling along the boards, grinding in front of the net, and applying pressure on the forecheck. Pairing him with natural shooters like Coronato or Sharangovich could be a strong match. Let the shooters shoot and McTavish clean up the rebounds. He's honestly exactly what the Flames are looking for, and that's why fans of the team have just been demanding for this, really. Even the comments on this channel for the past few months have been saying, go after McTavish, go after McTavish. And hey, if it were up to me, we would make a little run at Macy here. But the fit is honestly pretty much genuinely perfect at this point. So going for him really does make sense. And the fact that we've been officially linked now through a report is pretty dang cool. So let's get into the price here. What would it cost for the Flames to go after Mr. McTavish here from the Ducks? Because, I mean, let's face it, the Anaheim's not just going to give him away for free. So from the same article here, it's written, what would it cost? Acquiring a young established center like McTavish wouldn't be cheap. Calgary would almost certainly have to part with both current and future assets. The conversation would likely start with one of the Flames' 2 2026 first-round picks. The question becomes, do they offer their own or the unprotected pick acquired from the Vegas Golden Knights? Calgary's pick may hold more value given the expectation that they'll finish lower in the standings than Vegas. Obviously, if the Flames are to trade away a first-rounder at any point this year, we'd prefer if it's Vegas's, but who knows? They might fall off a cliff. You never know. As for prospects, Sammy Honzek could make sense going the other way. The 2023 first-rounder got a taste of NHL action last season. While his production hasn't popped yet, he remains a promising young center, and a change of scenery could benefit him. He is a preseason legend at this point, but obviously so far in the NHL it hasn't quite panned out. Not that he's been given, the greatest opportunity of all time, but he's still a valuable asset in a trade. So, I skipped a little bit here, but to summarize, 2 potential trade packages for McTavish could look like this. So Calgary's 2026 first-round pick, Sammy Honzek, and Connor Zary. That is a big price to pay. The one, I guess, good thing here is that we guaranteed get an established NHL center, which is great. That's not what Honzek or Zary are. And it frees up, a roster spot for maybe someone else, maybe like a Sam Morton or Sunyev or, Gridden, who knows? It could be any of those guys, a Battaglia sort of thing, but it is a steep price to pay. Or the Flames' 2026 first-round pick, a 2026 third-round pick, Honzek and Sharangovich at 50% retained. That's also a huge price to pay again. I am undecided on whether I'd do either of those. I don't know which one I would rather do if I had to choose. I honestly would have to sit here and look at it for probably about another 10 minutes. But either way, these are very interesting trade proposals here. And I actually have another one that I found on Twitter that's also extremely interesting. So take a look at this. Carter here says a trade I wonder about. Flames trade Rasmus Andersson, Connor Zary, and Martin Pospisil, so 3 roster players, to Anaheim for Mason McTavish and Olen Zellweger. Now, this one again is extremely interesting. I think from the Flames side, I say yes to that, especially if it's not going to work out with Andersson or Zary here. And Pospisil had a disappointing season, so it's juicy is what I'll say. And again, feel free to let me know what you think down below. And please feel free to drop some trade proposals between the Ducks and Flames that involve McTavish. Maybe it involves Andersson. Maybe it involves some futures, which is what Anaheim would more so probably be looking for. But either way, this is a very interesting thing to propose here. And just anything with McTavish being linked to the Flames is going to fire the fans up a little bit. So again, feel free to drop some trade proposals down below. Now let's get into the comment of the day to wrap up this video. guys we love to do here on the channel comes from yesterday's video, of course. And this one comes from Lawrence. Lawrence said, need to make room for our abundance of top quality D-men prospects. Guys like Hurtig, Jameson, etc. can pick up defensive minutes while we are loaded with offensive D-men in the system. Yes, it's true. Obviously if Andersson's not here, maybe some of the other guys don't quite fit into the lineup. We went over that in yesterday's video. Then some of those young guys can come in. Guys like Bruce Stevich, maybe some of the more defensive guys, as has been said here. Either way, again, it's a great problem to have too many defensive prospects in the pipeline right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to what you saw here today and have a wonderful rest of your day.